Sponsored by Harry's. Experience a clean, close, and comfortable shave at harrys.com and use the coupon code COW to get $5 off your first order.
So I've been trying to figure out the best way to explain the difference between extroverted people and introverted people. And what I've come up with is this wired Xbox controller. See, this controller only gets power when it's plugged into the system while you play. If you unplug it, it doesn't work. This is an extroverted controller. Now, this is an Xbox controller with a rechargeable battery. It sits all alone on this charging station and builds up energy. And when you want to use it, you take it off the station and then play. But it only lasts a few hours before its battery drains and it needs to stop playing and charge once again. This is an introverted controller. Basically, extroverted people get their energy from being around others, and introverted people need alone time in order to recharge. Extroverts generally, but not by rule, tend to be more outgoing, sociable, and talkative, while introverts generally tend to be more shy, reserved, and thoughtful. So today, I want to focus on those of us who are introverts. Because there are lots of things that we think but never say, so let's talk about a few of them. Do my friends have more fun when I'm not around? This is that bit of insecurity that creeps up anytime there's a lull in the conversation. It's that thought that maybe I'm holding my friends back from having more fun. Because whenever I'm hanging out with my friends, we're all just like... But then I'm hearing stuff like this.
Oh, we were at this party last night and it was so fun.
Yeah, that party was awesome.
Fun and awesome? That puts a lot of pressure on me to be fun and awesome. And quite frankly, I just don't feel like trying. Which reminds me, is it okay that I'm not saying much? How much silence is too much silence? That is the question that an introvert constantly grapples with when engaging in conversation with another human being. If only it were socially acceptable to ask, hey, can we just take a few moments of peace and quiet and just enjoy this moment of being in each other's company without feeling the burden of actually saying any words? Because I'm perfectly okay with things being quiet, but I'm afraid that the people around me aren't. So I'm constantly walking that line of acceptable silence and awkward silence. That's why I invented something called the 1.5 second rule. Anything under 1.5 seconds, perfectly fine. Anything over, your life is Aki's. Observe.
Wow, it's been so long since I've seen you.
Yeah. So how you been? And compare.
Wow, it's been so long since I've seen you.
Yeah. So you're good, right? No, please come back. Oh, please, come on. Awkward. So keep all of your silence under 1.5 seconds and you'll probably be good. Is it obvious that I screen my calls and messages? I think it goes without saying that introverts don't do read receipts. Like when you get a Facebook message and you just read the first few lines and hope that you can figure out what the message is about without actually having to open it, and then you hope the person messaging you just thinks,
Oh, it's been 3 days and he hasn't read my message yet. That's perfectly normal. I'm sure he'll get to it soon.
And don't even get me started on phone calls. Oh no! You let it go to voicemail and then feel guilty the whole day because you really don't want to call them back and they're gonna want to plan something that you really don't want to do, and then so you put it on the spot. Introverts just really aren't phone people. Which reminds me, I hope that they cancel our plan so that I don't have to. This is something that I like to call the day of syndrome. I'm sure you can relate.
Hey, do you want to get together for coffee on Saturday?
Yeah, totally. That'd be really fun. Oh, why did I agree to have coffee? What was I thinking? I really don't want to go. And suddenly your entire day is ruined. There's really no way to describe the amount of dread an introvert feels on the day of a scheduled hangout. But occasionally, if you're lucky, you'll hit the introvert jackpot. Hello?
Hey man, I feel terrible, but I double booked myself today, so I'm not gonna be able to get coffee.
Oh man, that's such a bummer. I was really looking forward to seeing you.
Yeah, we'll do something soon.
Okay, bye.
Thanks to our friends at Harry's for sponsoring our video today. It's quality shaving gear delivered to your door. I use them to shave my face and I love it. Now granted, I have not shaved my face in a couple of days. That's what all this stubble is about. But when I do, it's a clean, close, comfortable shave every time, and I absolutely love it. They've got lots of cool packages on their site and even shave plans, so you never have to go buy overpriced razors at the grocery store again. So do what I do, go to harrys.com and use the promo code COW to get $5 off your first purchase. Again, that's harrys.com and use the promo code COW.
Our friends the Vespers have a new CD coming out February 10th. This is so good. Link to iTunes is in the description.